I tell you what, Casey really likes C2C.
No, yeah, she
So
does.
long
I
as it
think,
leads to a load of subscribers and listeners and people that actually, engage with our shit,
yeah, I agree.
like, subscribe, comment, share.
And all right, so y'all gonna kick this show off introducing
We
the
already did.
Outlaw Women. I can't even say it, Nick. How do you do it? You
Outlaw
did?
Women's Dueling Duets Vocal Video Challenge.
Dude, you're
Sounds
still
just
good
like it
at
did on
that.
the
That's
video.
awesome.
He says
I would
it sounds
never
just
be
like the
able to
video.
do that. Say it one more time.
I can't now.
Yes, you can. Come on, you can do this.
You're making me laugh.
I'm rooting for you, brother. Look, I'm engaged now. Come on.
Outlaw Women's Dueling Duets Vocal Video Challenge.
Outlaw Women's Dueling
Dueling Duets
Duets
Vocal Video
Vocal
Challenge.
Video Challenge.
Sounds like a
Dude, I
video
would never be
game.
able to say it that fast. There's no way.
I don't know why
how
I'm
you
able
do
to.
that.
You know what he
I've
does?
never.
Well,
He
you
zones
had
out.
Ferris didn't give you any time in that one clip, dude. You had
Oh,
like
I
2 seconds
Outlaw
to
Women's
spit it
Dueling
out.
Duets Vocal Video Challenge.
He zones out every time he says it. Like he goes to a different dimension because if he thinks about anything else but that,
It's
Ain't
fantastic. Oh, that's fantastic.
anyway,
Anyway,
we've got the actual interview in its entirety for y'all to watch and enjoy on this episode.
Is this now, today, right now?
Yes.
How long is it?
3.5 hours.
I gotta ask.
An hour and 19 minutes.
Oh, I don't know if I have the
I
strength.
know. That's why I was trying to get started. And we started talking about
All right, let's do it. Can
ready?
we do it? Can we do a two-parter? Let's do part of this. We'll wear the same shirts on Thursday.
We got
I'm so
Thursday.
fucking tired, dude.
Thursday we got the freaking people coming on. Outlaw Women coming on.
Yeah. With the fun questions and the video
That's right.
results.
I should have attended the meeting. All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
Don't call it a meeting.
Conference call?
Yo. Conference call.
You said don't call it a meeting.
Oh, well, that's what you're usually saying. What the? We're kicking it off, I guess.
Here we go.
The Outlaw Women.
Dude, I like that background. Did you make that for him, Nick?
Yeah.
This is Casey and Jamie.
Annie and Lynn. We got Sandy and we got Aaron with us today.
Hey,
How you guys doing?
doing good.
Good.
I hate that I
Hey.
couldn't be there for all those.
I'm excited to be here.
Yes, thank you for having us.
We're excited to have you guys. Would you guys like for people to know what you go by on Smule so that
Hey, there's Mary.
might look you up?
Mary, Mary.
Mary on the vidya.
I go by Go Red, which is spelled GEAUXREDD.
So I don't speak French, but
Ooh la la.
I heard it's pronounced Je t'aime. It's JETAIME.
And we
well,
all
my
just call her
name
Jamie.
is short fuse, a short underscore fuse.
And I'm just Sand Pop. SANDPOP.
And the reason I go by that, just FYI, everyone, my mom spelled my name Jamie, JAIME, and she said in French it means I love you. So
Oh.
it always stuck with me. So I made that my stage
I
name.
wonder what made you come up with short fuse.
I am short, and my maiden name is Fusilier, and so which I love that name. So I was like, y'all want to use something with my last name, and actually Sandy was like short fuse.
That's a
You were
little-
trying to figure out if she's crazy or
Is
not,
my-
Nick.
is my
You
Casey Go
tricky
Red?
trickster.
Casey Go Red.
I know your brain.
I know. Tell us where you're from. We kind of touched on that Casey is a Louisiana girl, right?
Right,
Jamie,
South
where
Louisiana.
do you South Louisiana? So where are you from, or where do you reside? Originally from the Texas Panhandle, but I have lived in Northeast Texas for 22 years now.
I live in
See,
Minnesota.
someone asked me that question in real life. I'm like, who wants to know and why?
Texas.
I am. I am.
Good.
I live in Texas, about 40 minutes east of Dallas, out in the country, out in the boondocks. So
Mhm.
I may
I'm
skip
jealous.
out on you guys because I have satellite internet. So
Sandy's on that country internet.
that's right.
Take me with you. I
I'm in
need to
Central
be adopted.
Louisiana,
I gotta move.
so, not much here, but it's a heck of a place
So
to
another
live.
LA girl then.
Yes, we have a lot of Louisiana girls. Louisiana and Texas actually is the
Yes.
majority of
Yeah.
our group. Yeah.
Oh, Mary said LA, and
Like,
my brain went Los
out
Angeles,
there.
California.
Yeah, Louisiana, Texas.
Are you a Dallas Cowboy fan?
I don't really care about the NFL, to be honest. My daddy always was
No, that's the answer I'm looking for.
fan. My daddy loved the Cowboys, but I
Bravo.
could care less. I think they're overpaid.
I agree, but my sister-in-law is a former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader, so
Really?
Like we
I don't think we've asked this question, but how many women are there in Outlaw Women?
18. I want to say 17.
I mean,
There's
I
17 of
know
us.
a
5
lot,
billion.
or
Yeah.
ladies, but I don't know that I know all of everybody that's in there.
I want to be an outlaw woman.
Oh no,
You're an honorary. You're an honorary outlaw woman.
He
There's
is
eight
one.
woman.
I am
Ferris.
You're honorary. Yes.
There's
Yes.
18 because Laura's not online.
How often do you guys actually get together?
we had one meetup so far, with like the big group of us, but Jamie and some of the other girls get together pretty frequently.
Yeah.
We do, like, because I live super close to Sandy, and Aaron's really close. And then Laura's come out and seen me a couple of times. And then, you know, so there are some of us that do live closer. You know, I went and had-
Lucky.
Good about traveling to see some friends now.
Yeah,
That's one
she
thing
is.
I
She was
know.
Yeah, she is.
She is. And like the other day, I was doing an appraisal in Sandy's town. So I called her and I said, "Hey, you want to go get some coffee?" She's like, "Yeah." So we went and got coffee, and yeah.
That's great.
I don't do that every time. I was in her town today, but I didn't have time. And I was like, "No, sorry, Sandy. I love you."
Well,
Probably varies
I
on
see-
person to person.
Yeah, I see Jamie more often than I see the others. But Jamie and Aaron and I tend to meet up.
I drove in to see Sandy. So I was actually talking with her not long ago about just coming back to hang out with her.
Yeah,
Because it's hard to coordinate everyone to get together, but you know,
Mhm.
Sorry.
sometimes you just want to go hang out with your
Nick
friend.
and I've
I'm
been
like,
trying to
"Oh
do
my
it for like
goodness,
3
getting
years.
still." So I have to do
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
I feel their
we
pain.
had like a little slumber party here at my house, and
Mhm.
drinks on the patio, karaoke on the patio. It was fun.
Yeah, it was.
You did have a Smule meetup where all of you got together, and or most
Yeah.
of
The most, yeah, it was a great
We've had
turnout.
several.
Yeah, we've had a few like small, you know,
Yeah, small
get-togethers,
meetups.
but that large one was for Casey's birthday, and yes, we had a huge turnout. It was awesome. It was neat to see everybody in person. Sandy is a whole lot shorter than I ever would have dreamed. I couldn't believe it. That was probably my biggest shocker. Was like, how are you not tall? You know, I just thought she'd be tall. She's not.
We're like the same height, aren't we?
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
That's what I thought about Ferris. Holy cow.
how often do you
I'm
guys
counting your
get
beard
to see- and I know
strokes.
probably Lynn, it's different, but how often do you guys get to see
Hey,
you?
did y'all hear that though? They met up for Casey's birthday. Just throwing it out there. Mine's May
Um,
23rd.
I
Just
actually lived right down
saying.
the road for a while.
Just saying.
Wow.
Oh, that's why
I
you call
lived
her neighbor. I'm
literally
always like, why do you call her neighbor?
Yeah, yeah. So I lived in Pearland, and she lived literally less than 20 minutes, like straight down the road from me. And so, she would call me and she would be like, "Hey neighbor, come over."
Look at
This
Mary
is
jumping
Lauren."
on the Outlaw
I
Women
find
like
her
bandwagon
family.
with the
She's
black
great kids. All
tart
her kids are
thing
amazing.
background behind her.
She's very
Getting all
welcoming.
pro.
But I live closer to Casey and all them now because I'm in Orange. So it's like I get 2 hours from Houston or 2 hours from here. So, but yeah,
That's good.
That's
good.
cool. I haven't got to
we
meet
got to
anyone.
fly Lynn down here. We got to
Yes.
fly her down. Yeah. So
Ferris,
I think to be able to find a group of people that you mesh with and you know you can feel supported by
Coast to Coast
Right.
Podcast.
that's really special. So
Yeah.
kudos to you ladies for continuing to help encourage and empower each other.
Oh, they're amazing. I was shocked I was ever invited into their group. I've been
I
following
was so
them for a while.
excited.
Yeah, I follow them for a while, and I'm like, I would love to be
I
with these
feel like
ladies because they're
we're-
amazing. They're like so
Casey, oh,
cute.
I
Casey
feel like
brought
we're
it
all
up.
our own worst critiques.
Yeah.
Our own
Oh,
worst
yeah,
critics,
we're on
though.
worst critics.
Yeah, like I'll listen to something that I do, and I'm like, "That was total crap. I'm deleting it."
Ain't gonna share that.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Private.
Lock it down. I have so many songs like that.
I love that that you can build such good friendships on
Yeah,
Smule and
it's so cool.
online and really feel like, you know, brothers and sisters, and the camaraderie is great.
Yeah.
I know that being an outlaw woman is something that you take pride in, but explain to us in, you know, in your words, what does being an outlaw woman mean to you?
To me, it's a sisterhood first and foremost. We have really great singers. We have some that might see themselves as not as strong a singer as some of the others, but it's about the kind of women they are. I have people in my real life that wouldn't drive 30 minutes to meet me for dinner, and these ladies drove 8 to 10 hours to come spend the weekend with me for my birthday. It's about the friendships that we have and being there for one another. And I'm not gonna cry.
Aw.
It's about having an amazing support system. And I don't have a lot of like real life friends that I want to hang out with a lot. I would rather hang out with these ladies.
Well, when Casey asked me to join Outlaw Women,
Amen.
I was
Mhm.
like, Casey, I'm not that good of a singer. Are you sure you want me to be part of it? Like, I was like, she's like, yes, I want you to be a part of it. Why would I message and ask you? And I'm like, I don't know. Y'all are all so good. Like, I don't know if I can be a part of this, you know, because I know that I'm not one of the stronger singers. Okay. I'm very aware. It's just, I was very confused.
That's your opinion. But
I was gonna say, everybody, just because you're hard on yourself doesn't mean everybody else is, because I follow you, I follow Casey as well, and I
Me
love,
too.
you know, I'm very entertained
Me too.
when I, you know, when I listen to you guys.
everyone brings something very unique
Yeah, they do.
to the group.
Yeah.
Jamie has big hair and she's sassy and she's got this little childlike voice and bubbly, and people love her.
She was so.
You know,
Oh,
and we have Sandy who can sing
What are you doing, Nick?
Book of
Phone
Mormon,
book?
and I'd buy 2 copies, like
I
for
know.
real.
I mean, the thing about our group is, like, when Casey started asking girls to come in and everything, we're such a good group of women. It's not drama. Like,
Zero.
nobody's sitting there backbiting. No one is nothing like that.
Yeah.
Even with that, what does being an outlaw woman mean to you?
Well, it sounds a lot worse than what it really is, doesn't it? I mean, we're not truly outlaws, but I think what it means is that we're allowed to be human, you know, and make mistakes, and that we're all striving toward being the best that we can be, you know, and that we're accepting of each other and all of our flaws. So yeah, that's what it means to me, and I
She's
just
gonna
love
make
the
me cry.
cohesive.
Sam Pop's so cool. I've always liked her. She's fun.
I like all of
I
them.
mean, well, to
She's a
me, it means being,
fantastic
like,
singer.
part of a sisterhood. It really is. I was very Sandy and I, just for example, she's here, but it was like everybody has kind of these perceptions of how you think someone's going to be whenever you just see their pretty makeup and how they're singing. And so it was really like this breath of fresh air that, like, some of these amazing and talented women are very down to earth. Some of these are just as country as a day is long. They're fun to hang out with, and you really create friendships. I mean, like more than an acquaintance, like a friendship. And so for me, it has been a sisterhood. It still is that. Some of my closest friends are members of Outlaw Women, and it's sad to say, but so I was like, what, in my 40s before I even came into friendships this rich, you know. It really is, you know. That's a long time to live before you have some of these rich friendships, but that's what it is. And it's something that a place where we can just all share something that we all enjoy doing, and everybody's at different places, different levels, and it's been fun to learn and teach and learn and teach. And so, yeah, I'm just gonna say sisterhood and friendship. It really is, for the most part. That's what it is to me.
I
love
agree with
that.
what you're saying, because Ferris was, when I first came into Phil Country, Ferris was like, I am not too sure about that dude.
Yep.
An outlaw woman mean to you?
Oh, wow, that's a loaded question.
Yes.
Right.
Fire away.
It's a good song,
go
Far
first.
Away.
Oh gosh. Um, I would say one, the fellowship amongst the women. I just joined, I don't know how long ago I joined. What do you think? Maybe like 6 months ago, maybe?
I want to say last summer,
Yeah.
so close to 6 months. Yeah.
Yeah. And golly, they welcomed me. I mean, it's like everyone just kind of embraced me like I've been there forever. And I don't get to get on the phone conversations as often or chat with them as often because I'm just really busy. But anytime I do, it's just, I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. It's like sisters. It's
Well, Lynn, you're so lovable.
She is. She is.
thank you. But it's the ladies too. They're very welcoming and they're fun. There's times where I mean, they're just crazy on there. Sometimes I'm laughing a ton reading stories. I'm like, these ladies are just something.
I'll tell you something about Lynn too. She knows how to handle Jimmy Wayne on a phone call.
Really?
Oh,
You need to
Jimmy.
talk to him.
You just
There
had to
are
jump
not
in there
many
right
people
then,
who-
Maris.
Mhm.
Yeah. There's not very many.
Yeah, I love him. He's he's Jimmy.
I think Lynn said it best. It's the fellowship. It's a sisterhood. I think one of the most surreal moments that I had in Baton Rouge last year was we had to get together and we were all sitting around the table, and to see everybody come together and just sit there and act like no time had been skipped. Like we all knew each other.
Yeah.
So it's also where we're so close that if one of us needs to be held accountable or corrective criticism, we can come to each other and say, hey, are you okay? Do you need something? And not be embarrassed by it.
Yeah.
Because it's coming from love, and that's exactly what we love each other. Like it's a good group of women.
Absolutely.
So
Those
Especially how
women
this
have
world needs to be, is what it sounds like.
yes.
what'd you say?
Girl.
What'd you
Basically
say?
how this world needs to be.
Mhm.
Yes.
We call
Yeah,
that real-time honest
Well, they're
feedback.
great.
Mhm.
They've helped me build my confidence quite a bit in the
They
last.
do. Yes.
Mary needs some
I'm
tissues.
not like this. I mean, I'm
Yes.
still very mousy. Everyone's always getting after me about, getting confident and just let loose. But
So what about
Wow.
relationships?
Bless your mama.
We got, well, Casey, you're married, right?
I am married. Yep. Going on 20
Jamie?
years.
20 years.
I know.
And I bet your husband feels like you're a trophy wife.
It depends on what day you ask him.
Gary adores her. Oh
He
my
does.
God.
She is like first runner up. So if I am unable to fulfill my duties, he's decided that he's going to marry Jamie. True story.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Jamie
Everybody
loves her.
Jamie.
No, not
Okay.
everybody loves me, Mary. No, they don't. But it's so funny because when he found out Casey and I were partners this time, he's like, my Jamie? And Casey
I
goes,
said,
it's
no,
my
my
Jamie.
Jamie. I've been married for May will be 5 years.
Wow, good. And
I'm
you have
pretty
kids?
sure it might be 4, but I think it's 5.
That's what I'm like.
Y'all like time
We're
is
in a-
ridiculous. Like where does it go? It's hard to keep up,
Right?
man. Like I don't know.
So if you don't mind saying, are you single or are you in a relationship?
We're both married. Yeah. I've been married for almost 20 years now. It'll be 20 years in June.
One of the things that I personally would like to know is for you ladies, when did you start smuling? Like, have you always had music in your life? Like, what brought you to smule? And was that the first time you were singing or?
I've had music in my life since I can remember. Both my parents are phenomenal musicians. Both my parents sing.
I feel like
and
we've had Casey answer this question like
I
16
know,
times
years ago
now.
with my girlfriends, I wanted to practice songs, downloaded Smule, and the rest is rock and roll history, as they say. Got
and roll.
hooked, and here we are 9 years later, and I'm still plugging away at it.
Crazy.
So I've always had music in my life. My mom played the piano at church. And so all my brothers and sisters, there's 6 total of us. Anyway, we would all sing in church. And she had this old record machine, but it had a cassette tape where you could record music too. So at 4 years old, I was already recording music and writing songs. And it had
I
this
could
little
so
light.
see that.
my fourth grade teacher, she still has the tape I made her because I wrote her all these songs because I loved her so much. And she's like, Jamie, I will never get rid of those because they just mean so much to me. You just poured your little heart out into those songs.
That's awesome.
So cute. I looked the other day and I can't believe this, but I've been on Smule for 5 years. But I had karaoke at my wedding. I was at a karaoke club every week before that. Every week I was at a karaoke club because I didn't have kids. I mean, you just did whatever. So I've just always loved to sing. And Smule's been an excellent super duper outlet. But anyway, I just don't have a lot of fun times. So when I do get to sing on Smule, you know, it's just so much fun. I love it. And
I accidentally came across Smule in 2019. I believe it was an ad on Facebook. And I tried it, decided to just try it kind of as just a gag, you know, and ended up instantly falling in love with it. I joined someone on a song. I really thought it was, you know, not going to last, but I instantly fell in love with it and signed up. And that was in 2019. So it'll be 4 years soon.
I joined Smule, I want to say about 3 years ago, but I had a long period after I actually opened my Smule account where it wasn't active at all. I didn't really sing much on it, you know. So probably actively, I would say for 2 years. When I came back after that, and the reason I downloaded the app, how I found it was I was looking for the app Acapella, but I had an Android and they didn't have Acapella. So I was like, okay, what is this Smule? I'll check it out. You know, so that's how I actually got the app. But after that year, probably close to a year where I was just not really doing anything with it, I came back on just to do a couple of songs. And I'm so thankful that I did, because it was actually, I was brought into a group where I met Casey, in which, of course, obviously Casey is how I got brought into Outlaw Women. So ever since that, it was just kind of like you finally found this a little niche and a little place, a little groove of people that kind of like you know,
these are your people.
Yeah, these are kind of your people.
I feel like almost everybody we've talked to,
you know,
found Smule via some kind of accident like that.
You think you're just going to get on and sing, and next thing you know, you got a whole group of friends, and it's insane.
Yeah.
And a podcast.
It's like,
That's probably been my
YouTube
favorite
channel,
part,
TikTok.
aside from the music, of course, is just the people
Rumble.
on Smule and all the friend connections that I've made.
Twitter, twatter.
The Outlaw Women, especially, we've been just a tight bond, created a tight bond of friendships. We really love each other and support each other. And yeah, that's my favorite aspect of Smule, how it's brought us all together.
That is true.
Have you guys actually ever tried Star Maker?
No,
I haven't.
I've heard,
but I've heard enough. Yeah, talk about it that you know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
The first ones I've asked that didn't try it. Usually, most people did, and they're all like, "Yeah."
Forgot about that. I said Chip was the first one. He wasn't.
That's what I hear. So I've just not even been curious enough to go check it out. I guess, Mary, to answer one of your other questions, I did come from a musical family, not so much musicians, like as far as instruments, but they all sing. Came from a family full of singers, grandparents, my mom, my sister, you know, just lots of singing throughout all of my life in the family. And so it's always been something that I've loved to do. And yeah, so it's just fun to be able to kind of share it, I guess, again, because, you know, unless you're where are you going to actually normally get to sing this much if you're not in a band, or if you're not? So it's been like so fun to find this place where, like,
Mary
hey,
wants to join the conversation so bad
without being a superstar or having to go, you know, whatever.
You see her over there like,
you still get to plug into something that you love to do projects with it, and it's awesome.
Even if you could do karaoke, you know, that's still, you happen to find a time to be able to go out.
Right. And like, and I can wear my sweatpants when I Smule, you know what I'm saying? Like, as long as right now. Oh, well, look, oh yeah, shorts and barefooted right now. It's the best thing, you know.
I'm in
You
PJs.
don't have to even leave your house. The older I get, I'm happy to be at home. It's just like I'm just so happy to be at home. So yeah, that's kind of another plus to Smule. You get to sing and in the comfort of your home or wherever. So.
Sam Pop, any musical background?
Oh, it's really the same for me. I'm the youngest of 6 kids. I come from a really large family of musical people. We play instruments as well as sing. I play the flute, but I can strum a little bit at a guitar, just not very well. But my brother plays guitar very well.
I shared a little video of me playing guitar in the
Very
line
well.
group.
I have a niece that plays guitar extremely well.
Of who
and
playing?
sings really
Me.
well. We just all,
You?
when we have a family get together, there's some
Which
singing
group?
going on. It's
C2C.
musical. The whole house is just full of it. Yeah.
When?
So
Today.
yeah, it's a lot of fun.
How long have you guys used?
You did
Smule?
not.
Oh gosh.
Just saying.
I think I have 5 years.
I have to
Danny.
like 4 years. Well, no, I take that back. It's more like I got on here. I
I've
got
seen
locked out
that
of my
one, Nick.
account, and then I got back on in 2018.
Mm.
So, about 6 or 7 years.
Do you guys have anything that goes on in life, like something emotionally hits you and you think, I just need to go sing?
Oh, absolutely. My entire Smule playlist is a musical diary. I can tell you every song that I've sung. I can listen to it and I can tell you where I was at, what I was feeling, what I was wearing, everything. It is a musical diary for me.
The
I
birds
sing
were
whatever is
chirping
on my heart.
outside. Yes.
Yeah.
I feel
100%.
the same about that. Like it's something I'm feeling, at that moment. Well, there might have been a couple of times when I rapped or something. I was just,
Rapped.
wanting to get funky or whatever. California love.
What is the emotion that is most likely going to cause you to go get on Smule and sing that emotion out?
Oh.
Like, is it when you're sad? Is it when you're angry? Or is that like a question?
It's all of the above for me. It's all of the above for me. And you can always tell if I'm sad, because I'll be singing sad songs. And if I'm mad, I'll be singing the mad girl songs.
Yeah. Like You Ought to Know or something.
Oh, yeah. Get out of my life. That, yeah. Oh, yeah. Many times I've sang that one. So, yeah.
I'm actually none of those recent memories. If I'm too like emotional, if I'm really like sad or if I'm mad, now this could mean especially like when it's video, I don't like to sing. It hinders me, because I'm just too wrapped up in the moment of whatever's going on, and my face will need deliverance if I'm mad. Like I'm just not going to try to sing, So, so it has to be obviously a good mood. I mean, I'm always in the mood to sing, always, but I'm always in the mood to sing. But yeah, if I've got that,
right?
No, I mean, even like I'm always. Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm always
Just
in the
don't
mood
want
to
to record
sing
it
per se. But as far as what would drive me to Smule, it wouldn't be, I guess, an overabundance of an emotion, because the desire to sing is always there. So it'd really just be the time, and as long as your time's available and the mood is there, and especially if you get like an empty house and notice like, yeah, let's just get after
Oh,
it.
yeah, absolutely. What emotion is most likely when you're feeling this emotion? What's the emotion that's most likely going to make you, I got to go sing it out? Is it when you're sad, when you're angry, when you're happy, or is
it just being emotional?
Yeah.
It's emotional, being emotional.
Just feeling all of the emotions.
You sing when you're happy, you sing when you're sad.
I think mine's more obviously when I'm happy for sure, but then also when I'm going through some really hard things. Sometimes I feel I'm a person that
That's
just tends
me.
to stuff things down, and so the way I can kind
Hard
of
things. That's when I come out and Smule.
and get it out is just through singing. So that's kind of how I work through those things.
I'm curious, what makes you guys love a song? What about a song just makes you love it?
Oh, if it has a memory,
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
if it has a memory, or if you've been through a similar situation and it just speaks to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah. Sometimes just the story. I love a good story.
Mhm.
So, what makes you love a song?
I think if I can sing to it and I can dance to it, I usually love it. And also if there's like an emotional aspect to it, for me, it's always it gets me right here in the heart, you know. I love it. But usually, like, yeah, the emotional aspect, I would say, is the main thing.
For me, it's got to be like the beat. Like there's just something in the actual music and the the actual
The
music.
rhythm.
Yes, the music and the rhythm. Whether it's slow
Rhythm
or
is
fast, it
get
usually
you.
takes something like that. Because sometimes I have found that there's some, man, I love this, but then when I really actually pay attention to the lyrics, I'm like, God, that is awful. What a terrible song, But I love this beat, Yeah, or like songs, because before, like when we were younger, before you had Google and all these things like that,
Right.
we would sing these songs, and then now when you revisit some of them, I'm like, I had no idea what we were actually singing because it was all the wrong words, because you never knew unless you were unfolding the inside of a cassette tape and like reading your lyrics,
Read the lyrics
and that was really awesome that came with the lyrics,
That's right.
So I definitely have to say it's got to be the actual music itself, because it can't be the lyrics, because that's not always the first thing I pay attention to.
I remember when I was young, that was my thing. When I get a tape, the first thing I did was, do they have the lyrics?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
and it would be so
Yeah, I love the
long. You're like,
lyrics.
yes.
Sometimes they made 0 sense, the
Oh, yeah.
lyrics. It's like, what are they talking?
It's lyrics for
They
me.
still make 0 sense.
I'm drawn to lyrics.
So you need that emotion to be
I need
invoked.
to connect to it
Yes.
some way, shape, or form emotionally.
Yes.
I mean, it is lyrics, but the beats go a long way for me too. I guess it has to be in conjunction. I have to like the lyrics as well, but
Well, we've all been driving down the road in our vehicles with lyrics that we didn't know what they were, kind of, juking and dancing along behind,
right.
Singing like you
So,
think you know, and then you find
yeah,
out you're not even
yeah.
close.
I mean, listen, on a Saturday morning when I'm cleaning, I'm totally gangsta. Like I'm listening to rap music, I'm having some coffee, and I am rapping with the best of them.
And when she goes to the karaoke bar, she is
yeah,
awesome.
I forgot I rap there too.
she is
That's fantastic.
I'll do some rap.
have it on video. Just
Jamie, even my mom,
putting that out there.
who was
Never
married
would've
to a
thought that.
preacher for 46 years, likes rap.
I mean, listen, on a Saturday morning when I'm cleaning, I'm totally gangsta. Like I'm listening to rap music, I'm having some coffee, and I am rapping with the best of them.
And when
Fantastic.
she goes to the karaoke bar, she is.
Oh yeah, I forgot I rap there too.
She is. Did she?
Well, I gotta hear her rap now.
Have it on video. Just
Jamie, even my mom,
putting that out there.
who was
Never
married
would've
to
thought
a
that.
preacher for 46 years, likes rap.
I
I guess
love
that's where I get it from.
I just dig it.
I can
I
find
can't
something I
stand
like
rap.
in every genre, honestly.
Can't
I
stand it.
love all of the
I
genres.
want to hear her rap though.
Yeah.
Where did your love of music come from?
You go first, Danny.
You wanna go? Okay. I grew up in a musical family. My dad played guitar and mandolin, and so growing up, I was in church singing hymns and gospel and bluegrass. So it actually runs in my my veins. I'm related to a famous singer. So
Oh, that's
yeah.
Can you
Really?
say the name of who you're?
Oh yeah.
Who?
Dolly Parton. She's a distant.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
So
cool.
yeah.
Not saying
So
That good of a story.
Sorry.
I've never met her. I want to, but I've never met her.
well, you need to tell her to come on the show.
Right?
Well, I don't really have a musical family at all. I had a really rough childhood, and so music is kind of what got me through it. And so that's kind of me and my sister, we always just sang together, and that was kind of our thing.
Somebody's more like me. So far, everybody's had musical backgrounds, and now there's somebody who's got this as me.
Yes. Sometimes music just helps you get through things, you know?
It does. Music helped me through a whole lot.
Yeah.
Wait, Jamie. So you actually read the quip?
Ooh.
Hey, she always does. That's why I'm picking on her. Every bit of it.
No, well, you know what I did? Here. The last comp. Listen, I've been living the comp-free life for the last, I don't know, couple of years, I think.
2 years for me.
And the last comp that I was in, the Cas comp, I totally didn't read the comp the quip on one part because I sang Shine, Dolly Parton.
I am so sorry. I wasn't even talking about that. Now you just brought up.
No, let's talk about it. Because you were my
Let's talk about it.
Talk about it. I did 14 layers.
Jamie's a firecracker.
I know.
14 layers.
What?
14 mother layers. I did a whole choir scene in the back when it was the chorus part. I was supposed to sing the original. I was supposed to sing the original song. It couldn't be a cover. Dolly Parton covered Collective Soul. Okay, I'm done. That was the last call I've done.
Could you not have sang the Collective Soul version in Dolly Parton's style?
No, it wouldn't work.
No, it was pretty strict. And she came to me for not really advice. The woman can sing; she's got it, but she was trying to make sure this was right and all this. And
no, I was asking for advice.
Well, she was, but I couldn't.
Were you supposed to be her coach?
I was her coach, but I wasn't. There wasn't anything to really tell her. Did a fantastic job on it.
It's Ferris's fault.
And it was a combination between
it's Ferris's fault
catching it and then somebody calling me out for not catching it, and had to go back and, hey, Jamie, she's like, I know I messed up. I didn't read the quip. So, yeah.
I'm like, I know
you are
it's
fired
my fault
from being a coach ever again.
That was a bad experience.
No, because he told me to read the quip. He did. He's like, did you read the quip? And I said, yeah, I've read it and read it.
So for those that are watching that don't know, when you're on a staff in a comp with a singing comp with Smule,
I was hoping you were going to explain it, Ferris.
In that line, and as a coach, you can't tell them what to do, walk them through it, because you got 50 people you're having to help. You have to direct them. Go read the quip. Go check it out for yourself. If there's
I've coached before.
I'll take it to the other people and we'll figure it out. But for now, it's writing. So a little background about how that works. And my job was to just make sure she read it and then answer her own question. A lot of times, Casey, you know, all of y'all
hear
know,
them, but you can't tell them.
They'll be in your PM all day long. Was this going to work? Will this work? Will this work?
I've been a coach before. I know how that goes. And I was not upset at Ferris at all. I would have been. I was upset at myself.
No, she didn't jump my PM one time.
I would have flew right to Louisiana.
I bet you the song turned out really good, though.
It did. It was amazing.
It was.
It's over. Anyway.
It's over.
We're not bitter about it.
I love her. She's so awesome, dude.
They stress me out.
There's other things to have joy over.
That's why whenever this was a conversation me and Jamie were having, and I actually told Aaron this 2 nights ago. I said, you know, this is what this competition was supposed to be about. You know, this is what was supposed to happen, improving, coming together. Like, I'm singing with people I didn't sing on a daily basis.
Right.
And it's really
should help you.
Yeah.
It kind of forces you to go outside of your comfort zone.
Oh, I'm definitely going out of my comfort zone this round. Yes, I'm definitely going out of that.
What's the likelihood of those that weren't able to participate this time around, that next season, which would be in roughly a little over a month, that we'd have more, instead of 6 or 7 songs, we'd have maybe 10.
I hope they do, because
it's a loaded question, because I'm trying to figure out what kind of work we're looking at too, you know, as judges.
No, it's tedious. And I say all the time, I'm really pity these judges for having to judge this stuff, because it's hard. And you know,
Paris is always looking at the logistics.
What, Mary?
Numbers.
No, go ahead. You finish your thought.
I just really hope they join, because this has been so much fun. Not just the actual singing and the acting and the bloopers, but just the
bloopers.
Just the comments in that chat alone. Like, if somebody's feeling down about their outfit or like their harm, they feel like their harm's off. We all are like, no, I don't know what you're listening to, but we don't hear it. And like I told Erin, I was like, I am afraid I'm gonna sound flat, and she's like, I'm not gonna let you sound flat.
Yeah.
She's like, I will scrap it completely before you sound flat, and I'm like, oh, thank you.
I know. They're so sweet. Everyone just chases your insecurities away for you.
Yeah,
Like
That's great.
yeah.
That's
Mhm.
You
great.
can see that.
How
That's-
many that happens?
It's when
for
you have,
me?
it's when you do audio to video and you forget. Oh, I'm supposed to sing this part. So you're like,
yep.
Yeah. That too,
Yep.
right?
I do that all the time. I'm like, no, your guys'
well,
the judges are great, because I even got one on one of my criticisms on one of the rounds was that me and my partner did not compliment each other. And I thought, wow, I've never even thought about that before, that you can't that you might not compliment. So then that was one thing I took to mind each round from that point on. I'm like, oh,
So when you're picking a song, like for you guys are doing the dueling duets. Yeah.
Say it, Nick.
For
Outlaw
Outlaw
Women's doing duets
Women,
vocal video
picking a
challenge.
song for that, or for a
Like
comp.
that.
Do you have like go-to songs, or do you pick a song because you know it draws out this emotion in you and you're more likely to be more vulnerable?
Well, for the duets, it's you have a partner, so you have to collaborate and figure out what works best for both of you. And
Right.
like the song that we're doing this week, Jamie had never heard, and she's learning it. So
See, Mary, people do learn songs so they can.
Oh,
do
I
that.
love this song. Now it's like one of my favorites.
Nicholas?
I love it. No, and I never have a problem with learning a song. You know, if
Mary
it's
used your
simple.
full name there, bud.
So we were both throwing
You're
out
in
some
trouble.
ideas to each other, for example, this week, and we were both listening, and I liked a couple of other songs we were talking about, but then she had threw out this one, and I listened to it, and I was like, oh my God, I love this.
so much
Like,
fun.
I'm like, this is the song. Like, I love it.
That's
So we
nice.
did a scratch track to make sure that we could, you know, do well together and blend well together on it too before we started the whole production. And it is a production. So
It's a whole ass production. Sorry.
yeah.
Which remind me, somebody said they were going to get us bloopers from them, and we never got them.
I want to see bloopers.
A theme is always helpful.
Right.
So the themes out there,
Just
you
like
know, I
after
can
movies,
start
I've always looked forward to
Google
bloopers.
searching, like what
They're the
song,
best.
you know, we're in this category, theme, whatever, and I'll start reading through there and see if I know any and be like, oh, I forgot about that song. I may have never even sang it, but I'm like, I could do that, you know, something kind of thinking outside the box on something I normally wouldn't do. And we're all very uplifting to each other, encouraging.
Wonderful.
You know, what was I going to say? So I was going to kind of go into how the duet came through, like how this came up, you know, the Outlaw Women dueling duets, because we're doing these group songs that Casey, you know, orchestrates.
We all orchestrate.
Notice
Well,
that.
But mainly, I mean, Casey is our leader. You know, she's our founder leader. That she is the main girl. Okay, if we're on a pyramid, I should show y'all my pyramid of real estate agents right now. My kids say, "Mom, it's your pyramid." I'm like, "Oh my God." Anyway, so, but you know, Casey's orchestrating on these songs, and Danny and I were on the phone one day, and we were talking about one of her groups she's in with the line ladder and how you know, go against each other. I was in the group, but I got out of it anyway. But I said, you know, in my group, we do RTB challenges, which is a lot of fun. I said, I wonder if we could incorporate that into the Outlaw Women, and it would just help everybody be able to bond, sing together, learn how to
learn new things.
And learn new things, and how to do, you know, audio to video seamlessly.
Push your boundaries. Yeah.
Push your boundaries. Let another girl listen to you on a screen recording and say, hey, that volume's not, you know, loud enough, or hey, your harmonies were off a little bit. You need to redo that part, you know.
And take that criticism and not be upset about it. Yeah.
Right.
You
And
can
no
be
one has
salty with other women that are loving you and trying to give you constructive criticism.
Oh no, like
Right.
we pray for each other, all kinds of stuff. So we genuinely love each other. So this has really helped a lot of the ladies, including myself, grow. When I first met Casey, I was in the CMT comp, the country music, not CMT, CMV,
CMV.
video competition. And I had never really done a video because I was always afraid to sing on video when I first was on Smule because I was just intimidated. And
Yeah,
I never
make
really,
weird faces.
I do
I've never
too.
been intimidated either. Like I've been in theater and like karaoke bar. I mean, I will perform.
She
I don't care.
performs.
I don't care. So it was like, but Smule was like, oh, I'm gonna be on video singing. This is so
It's
weird.
different from sipping on a stage.
Yes, it is. And so, anyways, Casey was she picked me for her team, the yellow team at that time. And so that comp alone really helped me step out of my comfort zone a lot and do these videos because I was doing pretty elaborate videos on that comp. And
You really did.
anyways, I think this dueling duet is incorporating that too and helping us learn how to blend together and sing together and, you know, learning different things.
And just collaborate together well.
Right.
So speaking
and you get to know your partner that you may not have really get to bond with before. You get to know them better too because you're chatting back and forth about what you're doing and everything else.
It's a true collaboration.
Should have asked Jamie how much caffeine she takes in a day.
One, you sang with Aaron and you guys sang When Will I Be Loved?
Mm-hmm.
You guys got a total of 23.7 out of 25 overall points, which earned you first place in the Female Country Icons Challenge. The judges said excellent attention to detail with settings and effects merger. I need to move my glasses. Your tone fit the song well, and your harms complemented the lead. Your energy and emotion was great for the song, as well as your eye contact and connection with the audience. Lighting was great. Collaboration on outfits and background was awesome. You definitely owned your song, and we liked the personality and the little growl. I don't know exactly what that means right now. That's
got to be you. It's got to be Jamie.
Like the I do in Lucky.
If I can't hit a certain note right off
Just
the bat,
growl it
I
out.
growl.
Yeah.
I growl it.
Yeah, I get it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
When in doubt, growl it out.
yeah,
Growl it out. Yeah, that's it. In and down.
I can relate to that on so many levels when it comes to how I do songs too.
what were some of the hurdles in this particular duet for you?
Okay. Well, first of all, Aaron is just as OCD as I am.
Oh boy.
So that
No.
works.
No, he is, and I
She
don't
said
care.
it.
Hey, Aaron,
Not
you
me.
are, because I am too. I never really thought I was OCD until I try to let someone do my work for me, like an assistant. I can't do it, or like this
Me
kind of
neither.
stuff. No, not today, Satan. So anyway,
Tomorrow's not looking good either.
I mean, you know, and it's Outlaw Women. That's who we're representing. So I want everything that I do to represent well. I don't want to be out there looking like stupid. I don't know how else to say it. So Aaron and I were going over different songs, and we were sending them back to each other. And I don't even remember what the theme was, y'all. To be honest,
Icons.
Icons.
Yeah, I was trying to look at my other cheat sheet over here.
So I sent her the Linda Ronstadt song of that, and she was like, "Oh, Jamie, I really love this song." And I'm like, "Yeah, I do too." I said, "I love it." I said, "I did this in the CMV comp, but I did the original Everly Brothers when I did it." And I said, "But I love the way Linda Ronstadt, you know, does it."
Yeah.
And so, anyways, her and I agree on it, and then we both ordered hot pink backgrounds because we knew Linda Ronstadt was 70s and we wanted to be all 70s. And then we talked about our outfits, and you know, Aaron had brought in some great ideas like, let's do 2 outfit changes and then we'll harm in one outfit and then melody in another. And I said, okay. And then we brought in the video, or I had YouTubed the video of the original Linda Ronstadt song when she did it in the 70s. And so we brought that in, and Aaron brought it in on hers too. But we really, I mean,
You
we
really got
collabed
creative
really
with
well
that.
on that. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I didn't.
It sounds
I
like
was
you
blown
guys
away.
put a
That
lot
was
of work
fun.
into that.
Well, we did kind of, but I mean, I
It's a
was just
shit
blown
ton of
away. I
work.
was like, oh, we won. Like,
She's so competitive, y'all. Y'all just don't know
Pat
this
on the back.
girl.
Good
She
job.
will cut your throat in the nicest way.
I love it.
Nice way.
She'll cut your throat and then she'll be like, here, let me put pressure on it. Are you okay? Are you okay? I love you so
but I
much.
love you, and I'm gonna pray for you. Yes.
Round 4, you sung the song Shine with Sandy, which
Yes.
is Sand Pop. Combined partner total of 24.8 out of 25
Wow.
overall. Which
Very
is your
nice.
first place in the genre flip challenge. Judges said, this is great. Beautiful vocals. You have complimented your partner well. Enjoyed the performance. Nicely done. You really stepped up for this one, and energy was great. This one was real creative and fun. Great job. Great job, girl. As a cover, this was really anything but. Love the personal spin on this. Those were nice.
Yes, I was shocked. I didn't get crucified for my lighting again.
It was really good. So with that,
Yeah, I kept getting on them about that.
behind this song, and what were some
You
hurdles
would.
in that duet?
So I don't remember who suggested it, if it was Sandy or I, but there was like one other song that was suggested and then that one. And we were both like, that's it. There's like no question. That's what we're doing. And then we started listening to it heavily. And I like to get like a vision for what I want the video to look like. I want to tell a story. So even if you're deaf, you can watch this video and understand kind of the concept. So we came up with this concept of dark and light. And so one of the hurdles was the very beginning of that. We had to film in our closets with flashlights. So, and
Been
then,
there.
Incidentally, my closet imploded last week.
Oh.
That may or may not have been due to that, but it's all fixed now. But yeah. And then as we got into it, we just, like some of the instrumental sections were like, God, it's kind of awkward. We're just kind of sitting on camera. So I decided to throw some guitar pieces in there, and
Cool.
it came out really good.
Yeah.
it was amazing. It was amazing.
I'm really, really proud of that. And it was hard as hell to sing too, BT dubs.
It is a hard song.
For both
Y'all,
of us. We
I
both
mean, I
struggled.
was like, if they don't win this round, there's something wrong.
Oh, they got it. All right. So we're going to talk about the performances you guys talk about a performance you guys have had during this duet. You want to take the first one, Mary?
Sure. So Aaron, round 1, you sang When Will I Be Loved with Jamie, scoring a total of 23.7 out of 25 points. Good job. Earning first place in Female Country Icons Challenge. The judges said, excellent attention to detail, settings, and FX merger. Sorry, your tone has a very genuine country sound. Well, duh, you're kind of country.
Kinda.
Energy and emotion was great for the song, as well as your eye contact and connection with the audience. The lighting was great. The collaboration on outfits and background was awesome. I love what your voice can do. So the questions that I have, particularly for you, Aaron, regarding your best performance so far, is what was the strategy behind this song, and what were some of the hurdles in singing it as a duet?
So for me, the biggest thing is always song choice. And that is song choice for yourself, but also song choice for your partner. You have to keep your partner. And it helps if you know your group well, because then you're going to know one another's strengths and weaker areas where you're not as strong.
Right.
So, and anyway, so Jamie and I we tossed around several ideas on a song, and we agreed on that one. What was the rest of the question, Mary? How did it? I'm so sorry. I can't hang on to all
Well,
that.
you kind of answered the strategy behind choosing that song.
Okay, yes. Yeah, so that was really a lot of it. We were just trying to find a song choice that fit the category, but that we thought both of our voices could work
Right.
well together.
And that
The
kinda
biggest
covers the
hurdle,
hurdles. Yeah, too, almost.
yeah, the biggest hurdle was really because this, especially with it being the very first round, and I'm very new to video as far as doing like fancy stuff like this.
Oh,
It's
girl,
very
me too.
new.
You did
So
well.
it was that was kind of a hurdle. But we reached this point where we were quote done, and something was just kind of tugging at me. And I was like, Jamie, I reached out to her and I'm like, Jamie, I really feel like we need to add this and this. If we can't do it, it's fine. Don't want to feel like rushed and
Right.
pressured. I was like, but if you can, I think it would really benefit us. And she was like, absolutely, I think so too. And that was adding our second joins, and I think it is what put it over the top. And we changed outfits, and that was fun. So
That's great.
and then you always have technical hurdles. Smule
Right.
hates everyone when it comes time to actually try to put something together. It wants to drop, and all these things I'm trying to learn.
That is
while
so
we're
true.
doing what it does sometimes. So we probably had a string of cuss words in there at some point or another, both of us, because everybody's if you do anything with video, you're gonna bump into some kind of issue. But it was fun. She was a great partner, and yeah, it was great.
Awesome.
Sandy,
Hey.
round 4, you sung the song Shine with Casey, scoring a total of 24.8 out of 25, achieving first place in the genre flip challenge.
Yes,
Like
that was so
said,
much fun.
This is great. Good job with the settings. Beautiful vocals. You complimented your partner well with the melody and harmony. Nicely done. Your best one yet. This one was really creative and fun. Great job. Close to perfect on everything.
That's right.
Aw.
It was
Aw.
It was really it was really good.
Thank
amazing.
you.
With that, what was the strategy behind your song, and what were some of the hurdles you guys had singing it?
That song came together like peanut butter and jelly. Casey and I have been singing together for a while now. I met her almost immediately when I got on Smule, and I really got to know her whenever I was in a video competition. And then also whenever I joined the same group that she and Aaron are in, another group. And then she asked me to be in Outlaw Women. But that song came together just so effortlessly. We both had that song in mind whenever when we found out it was going to be a genre flip. And because Dolly Parton does that song also, and she's my favorite female icon. So yeah, it just came together effortlessly, and our ideas were like just right on
Dolly
cue.
Parton just keeps coming up.
It was easy. It was easy as pie for us because we had been singing together for a little while, and her voice and my voice are like different ends of the spectrum when it comes to vocals, like
Your range.
vocal range. And so I think that's one of the reasons why we blend so well together. Same as me and Aaron. Aaron's more of a low tone and I'm more of a higher tone. So our voices blend together like that, really well like that together.
Nick, but Sandy's lying a
challenging
little
when you have
bit.
the same.
Sandy's kind of lying about that being effortless. Let me tell you why that video is so amazing. Because she put something out, she was pretty much done, but there was a lot of struggles putting it together, and it kept bothering her. She said, Aaron, it kept bothering me. I kept going, I know I can do better. She deleted it and went back and redid that whole thing. And I don't care what you say, Sandy, that was a labor of love, honey. That was a lot of work put into that. But she redid that whole thing. So it kind of goes to show you that what you're willing to put into these is what you're going to get out of them. And I feel like if she had not deleted that and gone back and put in that better effort, better day, better mood, whatever it is that makes it kick off, I think it made all the difference in the world for him. It was a phenomenal all the way around song, video, everything. So yeah, give yourself more credit. You worked on that, girl. Don't you lie. Y'all worked.
Well, the coming together of the video, the idea, all the ideas behind
right?
it
Yeah,
were,
that makes sense.
We're like butter, it was like peanut butter and jelly. But yeah, those vocals, like Dolly Parton is hard to sing when she gets up into her higher range, and y'all, I had to really reach deep into my soul for that to get those high notes. And I'm telling you, I struggled with that first one. I hit them, but they weren't pretty, if you know what I mean. So I was like, I got to do better than that. I got to do better than that. So I had to redo it. I just couldn't let
That's
it go. I
awesome.
couldn't let it go out there without it being my best. And we want to really be proud of what we put out there for the public to see, even if it's just our close Smule friends, you know, that we have. We want it to be our very best, you know, if other people are going to see it. And for years to come, like someday our kids might go back and watch this. You know, I want my kids to be proud of me and my family, any grandchildren I might have in the future, if that ever happens.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about your best performances. Mary, you can start with Lynn.
Okay. So Lynn, I'm reading notes here. Round 4, you sang Follow Me with Aaron.
Yes.
A total of 23.7 out of a possible 25 points, earning you second place in the genre swap challenge. The judges said, you are truly growing. Keep it up. You really did great on this. I see improvement. You complimented your partner well. Good energy and emotion. Girl, you have improved so much. There is still more to do, but holy moly, this is exciting.
Yes.
So it sounds like some good stuff.
Yeah.
So one of the questions that I have for you about this particular performance, what was the strategy behind this song, and what were some of the hurdles singing it as a duet with a partner?
Well, Erin's amazing. I mean, my goodness, that girl, I don't know how she is with other people, but she is like made to be a coach for me. Her and Nancy are like the two people that can really, I don't know, they connect with me well to get me to figure things out a little easier. But I love the fact that with the strategy that we did a lot of scratch tracks to kind of get through the bumps and see how you can, you know, it's really hard when you take an original song and try and change it completely. You know, I kept wanting to do the original version, and having those scratch tracks to practice was super nice. And then obviously
Paris makes it look
getting
easy
things in
though.
order and when we want to join, in which outfits and which layers we're going to do this. That was really helpful, just organizing everything before we attempted it on audio. And then, oh my goodness, we had quite the hurdles.
So you recorded the video part first and then added the audio in?
No, we do the audio first and then we do the video. So we do audio to video.
Okay.
Yes, it's much easier doing it that way. But yeah,
Y'all are gonna have to teach me some tricks later.
I learned a lot of little tricks.
I'll message you, Mary.
Thanks, Danny.
Let's see. One of our hurdles was, oh my goodness, we were almost done with the song. We just had our final audio layer of just adding some harms that I was doing, and I was sending a screen record to Aaron. And I just got done with my screen record and I went to swipe up my phone screen and it hit continue.
Oh no.
And saved the audio with no adjustments, nothing. And I just
I hate that's happened to me so many times.
I've done that.
Yeah, I was hysterical. I called Erin. I'm like, oh my gosh. She's just like, calm down. And so hide me, and I had to redo the whole thing. I just took off all my makeup and my outfits. And oh my gosh. And I was shaking when I'm singing. Erin's like, calm down, honey. And so I went and took like 3 shots of whiskey. I'm like, I need to calm down. So I just took down and by my
I bet that was a better joint anyway.
Oh, there goes Nick.
When I got done, Erin's like, I don't know what you did, but it sounds great. I'm like, yeah, the 4 shots of whiskey's just kicked in. So
I've been there. I do it with somebody and I accidentally hit continue, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be loud on that one. Get the volume down.
Oh, that was one of our biggest hurdles, and I can't remember. There's another one, but we made it. It was fun.
That's great.
Yeah.
Danny, you're next.
Oh no.
You know, she's
Okay, so round 3. You sang the
Oh
song
Lord.
Talk Dirty to Me.
I love that song, by the way.
yeah, it was awesome.
It was. With Casey scoring a total of 23.4 out of 25 points, earning you 3rd place in the 80s Rock Challenge. The judges said, great job. I'd love to hear more energy in your vocals. You sang the song well, enjoyed watching the performance. Energy and emotion was fit for the song. Body language was great. Outfits were fun. I thought this was well done. I think that was one that had some good outfits in it. Questions are basically the same as Lynn. What was the strategy behind that song? And were there any hurdles when you were singing it as a duet?
Oh. So we found out we had 80s band. Me and Casey both got on each other's phones like, hey, what are we doing? And I think we sing each other, I want to say at least 100 songs, if not more.
Oh wow.
And well, I used to be a DJ. And Casey's like a musical library.
Yes.
And so
Right.
my thing was every single round, a song had always been copied. And I told Casey, I don't want somebody to copy a song. And she's like, oh, girl, it's okay. We got this. So I was thinking we could do Here We Go Again, or Here I Go Again. And then she's like, what about we do Talk Dirty to Me? And I'm like, oh, God. Okay, let me listen to it again. Because I know I've heard it. So I started listening. It's like, you know what? This gives off like bad schoolgirl vibes. Like, I'm going to be a cute little schoolgirl, but then I'm going to be like, you know, horrible in the like what outside of school. And kids like, oh my God, yes, we got this. And I think the hurdle that we had the most was, well, for me anyways, I was working with a different ring light, so it kept falling. My backdrop kept falling. I got kicked out of Smule several times. And finally Casey's like,
I hate it when
"Take
that
a deep
happens.
breath. It's
Never
gonna
had
be
that happen.
okay. You got this,
Really?
bestie." I'm like, I don't have this, but
Lucky
I'm gonna
man.
try. So she's such a good she's such a good partner. The filter was perfect for that song. It fit the song. But I will never use a fan again in a song ever. I learned my lesson. My hair is just way too long. Like, I just learned my lesson. It just doesn't work for me.
Wow. All right.
I might actually be able to use a fan now that I've got mine chopped.
I cut 3 inches off of my hair and it's still to the middle of my back. And I'm just like, why? I give
Your hair
up.
but it's very pretty.
My hair's very long.
So,
Now I miss
Jamie,
my long hair.
who is your favorite female country icon?
Oh, Dolly Parton for sure.
I know. I already knew that.
No, like I love her.
I know. I know.
I just think she's just a wonderful human being. I love the way she sings and everything, but the way she grew up, which I didn't grow up with money either. Okay,
right.
I'm gonna be straight up right now. I have been working since I was 11 years old, so I've never stopped working. And so I love the way how she is so humble about everything she gives. I see a lot of myself in her, which I know this is weird, and I'm not trying to
I agree.
I'm not trying to.
No, I do too.
I see it too.
I'm not trying to be boastful. It's just the way she says things. I feel the same way, you know, like on giving and being humble and kind and
genuine and generous and
showing God's love. I mean,
I don't know how anybody could not like Dolly Parton. I don't see it.
I don't know how anybody could not like Jamie.
You don't like Dolly
there are
Parton?
people.
No, I'm saying I don't know how anybody could not like Dolly Parton.
Oh, I know. Well, someone had told me the other day that she has some Democratic views. Well, you know what? So do I. I'm Republican mainly because of the taxes and things like that. But I do have some views that I don't think are any of my business. And I think that's where she's at too. Like, I'm not anybody's judge.
So swapping genres for this round didn't seem too difficult for you. So what advice would you give someone else that had to sing a song based on the same criteria?
So personally, like I used to do a lot of comps, and I'm pretty much hardcore outlaw country classic.
And some of the themes were, you know, you have to sing it from this era or whatever. And so I would go in and listen to a song I'd never heard before, and I would listen to it just enough to get the basic melody and then stop and just make it my own. Like, you don't have to sing it exactly like the recording. And most comps, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear the same exact thing that's on the radio.
Right.
So that's a good way to make it your own. Just listen to it enough just to get the basic gist of it.
So who is, and this is for you, Aaron, and then Nick will ask Sandy some questions. It'll be kind of the same thing, but who is your favorite female country icon?
Oh gosh, I have
Don't
no.
overthink it.
Well, I'm not going to overthink it. I'm honestly, I'm not a huge woman. I'm more drawn to masculine, to male artists.
Yes, I get that.
And I think that's because I'm also a lower, singer. So I have no idea. There's several that I love. I mean, all the classics, Dolly and, Loretta, some of your, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't give you one straight answer right now.
I couldn't answer that question if somebody was asking me that question. So I get it. Swapping genres can be very challenging. So what advice would you give someone else that had to sing a song based on the same criteria?
Reach out to Aaron.
Reach out to Aaron.
Yes.
There you go.
That's my advice.
Quick with it.
That's good advice.
Is the 80s decade of music a strong favorite for you? And if not, which decade genre is your favorite?
I like older country, like Hank Williams Sr. That's the music I really enjoy because that's what I grew up on. I think as generations went by, decades went by, it got a little bit more fun, upbeat, dancing kind of music. So it's really a hard question for me to answer. But if I had a choice, I'd say probably the decade of Hank Williams Sr., that era.
Jamie, did you feel you were able to experience any personal growth after being given your critiques? Like, do you feel like you understood what the judges were saying and you improved upon something?
I'm trying my best. I know that I talk, sing sometimes, so I'm trying to stop doing that. But I naturally
That's
talk
the rapper
a lot.
in her.
I think that's where that comes from. And anyways, I'm trying to get better at that. And I know that my tone, I know I go flat sometimes because I can hear it myself. And I'm like, dadgummit, stop going flat. Like, I just want to punch myself sometimes. But I am working on that. I've been listening to some YouTube videos on how, to keep the same note instead of going flat. So yes, most definitely, I always grow with critiques. That's why I always welcome them. And I just want to say real quickly, if you're looking for real estate in Texas, I am a real estate broker. I own Top Notch Real Estate Associates, and I'm happy to help.
Shameless plug.
Okay. Were you able to experience any personal growth from your critique?
Oh, absolutely. I adjust my lighting every week because I get crucified about it. Just little things. If they say, your reverb was a little hot, or, I do take that in and try and consider it the following week. And a lot about framing, about how my partner and I are both in the same frame on screen. So I take all that into consideration, and it doesn't hurt my feelings. It only makes me a better singer, performer.
I want to interject real quick here. And I just want to say to you two ladies that aside from the talent I already know you had before y'all started this challenge, I've known both of y'all for a while. I'm a judge. I don't mind saying that. And I've seen the category I'm in charge of, it doesn't change. It stays the same. And we all hope as judges in this particular event,
plug category judging,
that consistency. Most importantly, that's what we're really hoping for. And I feel like, just looking at, Casey, me, I'm data driven, and looking at data from the last 4 rounds, that's happening. I feel like even if you don't listen, like consciously say, okay, I'm gonna go do exactly what that person said, it's still in your head, and you still subconsciously know that it's there, and you tend to grow a little bit. even if it's maybe not the right thing. You know, judges are not always going to say the right thing, but the
Right.
consistency with this, because of that, I appreciate y'all listening to those comments, those that my judges and myself give y'all, even if we aren't quite as descriptive as we need to be. And for those watching, I'm the type of judge, as is the rest of the judges, if there's ever a question about it, we want to grow too. We miss something, we want to make sure we do it right the next round. So
That's the best way to do that.
and
though.
y'all are fantastic. Okay, before we move on to the real quick fun thing, y'all are vocally
Judges should
talented,
learn too.
and the way that y'all, the Outlaw Women, from what I was blessed with, be able to be around y'all in person for that meetup and see how close knit y'all are. Like, can I just identify as a female for this weekend? Because
Absolutely. You held our purses beautifully
I
that
pretty
whole
much
weekend.
did. My God. Anyway, I just want to say that. So move on to the next thing.
Do you feel like you were able to experience any personal growth from your critiques?
Oh, absolutely. 100%. I will say that even when you have your critiques though, it's hard to apply all of them depending on what they are or what area they're in. If you move into a next round and say I was critiqued on my positioning, for example, in my phone, or my screen, I need to make sure I've got a partner that's willing to work on that also, because what I would like to do is balance us up as much as possible. Well, if they are not going to redo or work, or just for an example, then it's hard to actually apply that critique, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But as much as I can, they've absolutely helped me. I appreciate the critiques, because if you're not growing, then I mean, come on, y'all. Everybody's got room to grow,
Right.
and everybody's got room to grow and learn. So yes, I had benefited from them tremendously, both vocally and I guess visually, if you will, for video purposes.
Right.
So
far, it looks like you guys have had some pretty high scores for your performances, though.
The
So
scores
She's
show.
been rocking it.
it's been
girl.
fun. It's been fun. And there's always things when you look back on it. Some things you have to submit. You have to let some things go. You know that this isn't what you really wanted, but you have to sometimes. It's Smule, like I said. It's finicky some
Right.
days, so you
Right.
have to just go.
You're
You
not
know what?
getting
I have
paid
to let
for
the
this.
small stuff go.
you did the best you could do. Yeah.
Right. Or if you're struggling like for hours, literally trying to get a video put together, sometimes you have to let the small things go. But yeah, there is always things you look back on that you know that you could have done better, or that you wish you could have done better if things had cooperated, technical or
Everything.
otherwise. But for the most part, I think I have done well.
Too much,
I've absolutely
dude.
enjoyed it, and I've learned a lot. So it's been fun.
Do you feel like you were able to experience personal growth thus far from your critiques?
Oh my gosh, yes. One of the things I'm really working on is, and I hear it in every critique, I mean, it's just guaranteed I'm going to see it, is the confidence, making sure that I just relax and just enjoy the song and have fun with it and have the confidence, and then to show more emotion. So that's and I think this last time, I mean, I try every week. I try every week to just relax and be okay, because you know what, there's that wonderful little thing that's called delete. If you don't like it, just hit delete.
Absolutely.
Mhm. So I'm working on that, and I think I'm getting better each week of connecting. And these ladies, oh my gosh, it's these ladies. They are so kind and just gentle with their criticisms and so helpful, and they cheer you on. So it's a balance. You're doing really awesome in this, but you need to work on this, and it's not like a negative way at all that they tell you. It's a very
It's a
loving
constructive criticism. Yeah.
Yes.
With love.
Were you able to experience any personal growth with your critiques?
Yes. One thing Casey kept asking, she's like, are you going to be comfortable doing this? Like, are you going to be okay? Like, I was like, I think so. I don't do video because the lighting hurts my eyes. And that's one of the critique that I've gotten the whole time. I have really light eyes. And so the brightness, like right now, my eyes are killing me.
The sensitivity. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's okay. So, I told her, I said, maybe if we can figure out a way to move around some, but I feel like as far as vocally, I am being challenged this round, and Erin's not taking it easy on me. She is not. She is not. She's like, I know you can do this, and you're gonna do this. And so, I feel like Sandy got me singing songs that I couldn't even think of. Jamie broke out my acting. Casey kind of broke out my self-confidence a little bit more, and Erin's bringing me out and singing in ways that I never thought I still had in me. So this has been quite the adventure, and I'm really excited we got to do this. This is a good opportunity for all of us.
It's been real fun.
It sounds like you guys are just all so supportive of each other. So that's great.
It's even more for
outstanding.
And it's awesome.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. The video result reveals are fun though, right?
Oh, we love those. Y'all are so creative. They're great.
We love them.
I do get to see those.
Ferris gives me the privilege of having to say the Outlaw Women's dueling duets, the whole thing.
Every time.
It's a tongue twister.
Do it next.
Easy.
Outlaw Women's doing a duet vocal video challenge.
Yeah, boy.
I had to say all that, and he went first. So I had this little gap. I had to get it in there. And if you pay it, I'm saying it like blitz fast. How I got it out, it took me several tries. I was like, oh,
I think I could. I'm a fast talker.
If you go back and listen to
it, was like, shut up, Ferris, and let me finish.
If you go back and listen to it, he gets it right, but it's still funny because I know how hard it is to do.
Oh my gosh!
Thank you guys for coming on here.
Thank y'all. It's been so much fun.
Thank you.
We appreciate y'all too. Y'all have really made this, I think, so extra special from what we had even intended for it to be originally. And I can't say that enough. I mean, thank y'all for y'all's time.
Well,
thank you for
thank
having
you
us.
for having us. I'm honored that y'all had us on here, and thank y'all for everything. So, yeah.
Really
thank you, ladies, for coming on so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us for sure.
All right. Well, I got one last question. This is an important question now. What is the one podcast you'd love to return as a guest on?
Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
Coast
It's
to Coast.
that's got to be Coast to Coast.
Yeah, that's what we want to hear. What is one podcast you would love to be a return guest on?
Gee, I don't know.
Coast to Coast.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yep, absolutely.
That's a perfect answer. I don't know.
What is the one podcast you'd love to return as a guest on?
Coast to Coast.
Coast to coast, baby.
Jamie.
Yeah. Jamie's a crack up, dude.
She's a firecracker, man. That girl.
She's awesome. Oh, that was fun. Dude, I didn't know we were going to do that. I didn't know I was going to be, wow. Buddy, we've got 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 18 seconds worth of recording so far. Woo-wee. Ferris, we gonna make this what, 5 or 6 different episodes?
Hey, it's only half the pilot.
And at least.
Man. Speaking of lighting, now mine's all jacked up because I've been way back here all night, sitting back watching.
Well,
There we go. I fixed it. Not really. I'm shiny now.
So the next episode, we're going to have some of those ladies, maybe some different ladies, on the live recording for the next episode for the rest of the reveal of this competition challenge we've been doing for several months with them.
Outstanding.
dun, 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 dun. That was fun.
Dude, that was a blast.
It was. Sam Pop's video had to go down for some reason. You could still hear her talking, but her video had to go down. I don't know why. She has same internet Ferris used to have.
She could, that good old country internet intranet. She had to charge her phone and couldn't do it at the same time because it was like over there in the room, whatever.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
I gotta say though, due to time constraints and all that, obviously I wasn't there for the interviews and whatnot. But Mary, stepping up,
she's been holding back.
Outstanding. Look at that. See,
I was proud of her.
You turn a video on, and Mary's like, "Boom, I'm here."
But all these ladies did a great job. I mean, throughout.
Phenomenal.
And we still have one more round to reveal. That's what the whole, this next episode is going to be. So you will be a part of that, Mr. Metz.
I am aware. I'm so stoked, dude.
I was thinking why we didn't think of this. We should take the winner of each round and put their video on our TikTok.
Or just have them come to TikTok live and sing a couple of songs.
Well, that too.
Ooh.
Dude.
If they can. So I don't care if you want.
Oh, because we've done it once or twice now. So now we're experts. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm talking about you can't get up there unless you have 1,000 followers. That's what I'm talking about. TikTok. You need to lower that. That's so crazy. Just saying.
That is true.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many cool people
That
out
is
there that
true.
just don't have a following. You can't even get up there and do more cool stuff.
I mean, not everybody can have 5,000 or 6,000 followers coast to coast. Just saying. That wasn't anything that we did though. That was all Lynn.
Lynn put some effort into that.
Queen admin Lynn.
Yeah. That was all that man's lovely, wonderful wife, because we had no clue what we were doing.
Get you guys
and we
up
were
there.
failing.
That was cool.
Oh, dude, bro, this has been awesome.
Yeah,
I can't wait till Thursday.
it's gonna be fun.
I'm stoked. Oh, well, should we do a thing?
Do the thing.
All right, y'all. We hope you enjoyed that. Like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the link tree down below. Head to the Shopify store.
Please
buy some shit. Okay.
That's
Also,
right.
don't get lost just perusing through the first, page or whatever. Actually look through it. There's like what, dude? A gajillion different things on there that they could choose
There's
from.
lots of stuff. It's fun. Lots of stuff. Gotta be something y'all gonna be like, I gotta have that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure of it.
Dude, I have a list of things that I've got to have that, just financially speaking,
I know, me too.
It won't let me, because we have to buy our own shit too, just so y'all know.
Linda will get me a shirt or a sweatshirt or something, or my mother got me t-shirts the other, and I'm like, if y'all are gonna get me it from my store,
right?
Then I get some of the money back.
All right. Especially if it's a gift.
Yeah.
Right. Then that's kind of like that's a double whammy. You're getting two gifts. One, you're getting your own product. Two, you're getting money.
For the podcast is right.
Technically.
Win.
Man. All right. Well, we won't see y'all out there in the YouTube podcast land on Thursday, but we'll see each other again on Thursday. And until then, y'all be good.
Later, guys.